Hello my loves, marhaba habibati. So today is Today is another get ready with me video, and I'm in a chit chatty mood, so I was like, I'm just gonna do that as a chit chat, even though last week's was a chit chat too. But let's just get started. I'm going back to my On the Rocks palette from Smashbox. I will link last week's video where I did like more of a neutral eye. But one of you asked for like something using some blues and some greens and like you said crimson red lip, but I've been playing with this coral red lip, so you could definitely swap in your crimson red instead of the coral. But yeah, I'm just gonna get started. I've like been really obsessed with this blue color, and so I'm gonna go with that and base it around that. So I'm gonna start with my Trish McEvoy eyelid primer in Bare, and we'll go from there. On my lips is Toxic Tail, which is from the MAC Red collection. At the time that I'm filming this, when I checked, it was still available, but online. But I'm not sure if at this point it is yet. I really love it. It was one of those it's actually an impulse buy. I was with Iram shopping at MAC, and she goes, you need to try this on, and so I did, and I was hooked. And I've been like on a point where I don't want to buy MAC from the UK, because it's basically, with the exchange rate, almost twice as expensive as it would be back home, and so I'm like, I prefer not to buy it unless like I'm really like super gung-ho about it. But as soon as we tried it on, it was so perfect. And what ended up happening, actually, why are you guys so far away? Let's bring you in. Yeah, so what ended up happening is that they went on like a hunt to find it, and it was nowhere to be found in the store. So I'm going to continue with my story, but I'm going to throw some of this orange color with the Illamasqua blender brush in my crease. She was gone for maybe like 15 minutes trying to look for this, and like asking everyone in the store, and they couldn't find it. So I had sort of just given up, and I was like, well, I'll just order it online and have it, you know, sent over or whatever. But Iram ended up going to, I think Selfridges is where you went. I'll link Iram's Instagram down below. But went to Selfridges and found it accounted for me and picked it up. So there's a whole story behind this lipstick, and I'm going to wear it and dream of summer. Hope is the star of the show, so it's this one right here, on a 217, blending that on my eye. I tried to see if this palette was available online, and I can't seem to find it. But like I said last week, I've still seen it popping up in like Boots and stuff here, so I'm thinking that it's probably available still at some stores. So definitely keep an eye out for it, and have a look. But if it isn't for whatever reason, I don't think necessarily, like, the pigmentation is beautiful, but I don't necessarily think that it's something that you wouldn't be able to find dupes for in other palettes. So yeah, like the green shades that I used in last week's palette, you could definitely get away with like Wet n Wild's Comfort Zone palette, which is from the drugstore and super affordable. And then these blue tones, I'm trying to think of what palettes I have that are blue. Probably got some from MAC, and the problem is that they're limited edition, so I'm trying to think of something that isn't limited edition. But any eyeshadows in this color, and you'll be fine. If I can think of anything that has like a blue toned palette before the end of the video, I will, that isn't limited edition, I'll let you know. But otherwise, just any blue toned palettes that you have should work just fine. Okay, so on this eye, what I ended up finding was that contrast between the yellow and the blue was too much. So I started with this eye, but I'll show you on camera what I did. I took this like light blue color on an Illamasqua blending brush, and I just ran that through the crease between sort of the two colors to just help that transition not seem as stark. So you're going from like dark blue to light blue to yellow, or yellowy orange or whatever. And yeah, just blend away. Last week when I was talking to you guys, I was telling you that I was sort of terrified about the show that I was about to go see, and I was stressed out the whole time, texting Noelle like why I'm questioning all the life choices I made that led me to this point. It was actually really good. It was super suspenseful and like less than scary. Like I was worried about like seriously jumping up and down in my seat, like a fright. But it was actually just really suspenseful and really well done. So I'm really glad I went. I did have a little bit of a rough time falling asleep. I like waited till I was super exhausted and still slept with some of the lights on, but it was so well done. The acting was really spot on. It's called The Woman in Black. I don't know if I told you guys that. A tiny bit more. So I'm going to take that navy blue color just in, I don't think I'm going to take it actually in the outer corner. I like how it just the effect sort of with just deepening up the crease a little bit. So I'm just going to take that in sort of the upper crease, just the outer crease, and deepen it up a little bit. We're trying some things today. So I want to take this like pinkish color, this like light pink color, as my brow bone and inner corner highlight. We're going to see how that works. But do you hear my chair creaking? Yeah. It went from being annoying to being horrifying yesterday because I'm trying not to talk about the movie, the play too much because I think I'm fine, and then as soon as I start talking about it, I'm like, where is she? But there's this a whole thing about the sound of like a rocking chair, and so the squeaking noises that my chair was making last night. The show let out at like 11, and so the noises that my chair was making, I like had to like seclude it to the back corner of my room and like not get anywhere near it. I was like, nope, not happening. Not freaking myself out right now. Because the whole play is set up in a way that there's not really special effects. There's not sort of tricks like in that kind of way. It's all about sort of lighting and staging and setting sort of things up in that way. So yeah, it was like the little simple things that were freaking me out. Okay, and then to incorporate that green, I'm actually going to use it underneath the lash line. So I'm going to take the green in this palette, which is this light green right here, which was sort of the basis, or not the basis, it was one of the main colors I used in last week's Get Ready With Me with this palette. I'm just going to run that underneath my eye. This is a Burberry brush. I think it's the crease brush, but it's just because I've run out of clean brushes is why I'm using this one, but you can use whatever you'd like to use under the eye. And then if you really wanted that green to pop, go ahead and line your inner lash line with a green pencil. I'm going to do that just in a minute, but if I do it right now, I want to go in and do gel liner, but if I put the green pencil in right now, it's going to, my eyes will water and it's going to run all over the place. So I'm going to finish doing this, put on some lashes and liner, and probably just be back at you with that. So this is the finished look. I had a moment. My lashes decided they didn't want to stick and my eyes are running and we need to take like a 10-minute pause on life. Not on life, but like on filming and playing with my makeup. I like stepped away from it. Like with anything that like starts driving me crazy because it's not working, I'm like, you need to step away and then come back. But yeah, this is the finished look. I threw some Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Vacancy because I felt it was like the mix between the blue and the, it's like a bluish green, so I thought it would be a nice transition. But yeah, no, that's it. Let me know if you guys try this out. Let me know what fun, colorful looks you guys have planned, or if there are other kinds of Get Ready With Me's combos that you guys want me to play with or test out or whatever. Yeah, whatever you guys want to see. I'm going to zoom you guys out and do some points of positivity. So my first point of positivity is sleeping in without the noise of construction. It was a beautiful weekend morning where the guys outside were not working, so I just like slept through and slept in and didn't feel disturbed, all that kind of good stuff. So it's definitely a huge point of positivity. My second point of positivity is this bright lipstick that just is making me think of summer and is making me so incredibly happy. And then my third point of positivity is looking forward to a dinner I have with a friend tonight. So I'm going to finish filming and head out for that dinner, so I'm really excited for that. As always, please let me know what's been making you guys smile recently, and yeah, I just want to send you guys tons of love. I hope you're having an awesome day, whatever it is that you're up to, and as always, I can never leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.